Welcome. In this video, we will walk you through the AIM alternative testing module and show you how to schedule your quizzes and exams through SLDS Exam Services, as well as reschedule and cancel them. For a guide on how to log into AIM and request your course accessibility letters, please refer to our course accessibility letters video. From the overview page that appears when you log in, you will locate the Accommodations menu on the left side of the screen and select Alternative Testing from the menu options. You are now in the Alternative Testing module of AIM. To schedule an exam, navigate to the Schedule an Exam box and select the course you would like to schedule for from the Select Course drop-down menu. Once selected, click Schedule an Exam. If there is an asterisk next to the course, your instructor has not completed the course instruction template. If the course instruction template has been completed, you should first review the terms and conditions prior to scheduling to ensure you are requesting an appropriate testing date and time within SLDS scheduling deadlines and policies, as well as dates and times specified by your instructor. Once the terms and conditions have been reviewed, respond to each required prompt in the exam request box. Required fields include available exam dates. Here you will select the assessment in which you are scheduling. Campus. This should always be Columbus. Date. This will be your requested testing date. Time. This will be your requested testing time. Services as requested. Here you will select all exam accommodations you would like to apply to this assessment. And lastly, though not required, you may enter additional notes in the comment box if there is anything you would like to communicate to SLDS Exam Services staff. Once all required fields have been completed, click the Add Exam Requests button. Please note that SLDS Exam Services will need to review your request to ensure that it aligns with the instructor's course instruction template guidelines. You will receive email confirmation once your exam has been approved, or if you will need to provide additional information regarding your exam. A green checkmark at the top of the window will display to confirm your submission. If the course instruction template has not been completed, you may still place your scheduling request. However, SLDS Exam Services will not be able to review and process the request, and a seat will not be reserved for you until the course instruction template has been completed. The following steps will assist in placing a scheduling request without a course instruction template. First, you should review the terms and conditions prior to placing your request to ensure you are following SLDS scheduling deadlines and policies. Once the terms and conditions have been reviewed, respond to each required prompt in the exam request box. You will be required to list the standard allotted time for your exam. This will be overridden by the instructor's information from the course instruction template. This field will simply allow us to ensure that we can reserve a space for you. Once all required fields have been completed, please review the checkbox that reads, "I am aware that my instructor has not yet filled out the course instruction template and my request cannot be processed until this is completed." Once you have reviewed it, check the box and click Add Exam Request. A green check mark at the top of the window will display to confirm your submission. If your request is late, you will be prompted to acknowledge the late exam notice. Be sure to include a reason why your request was submitted late and select that you have read and understand the late exam request policy. Once acknowledged, you may click the Submit Late Exam Request button. A green check mark will display at the top of the window if your request has been successfully submitted. Please note, at this stage, your request is in a processing status and must be reviewed by an SLDS Exam Services team member. All determinations, whether your request is approved or if it requires additional attention, will be sent to you via your Buckeye Mail account. To reschedule and modify as well as cancel quiz and exam requests through SLDS Exam Services, you will locate the Accommodations menu on the left side of the screen and select Alternative Testing from the menu options. From this window, scroll to the Upcoming Exams Scheduled section. Click the blue View button in the row associated with the request you would like to reschedule or cancel. If you are rescheduling or modifying a request, update the necessary information in the exam request box. This could include updating the testing date, time, or making modifications to your selected accommodations. Once all changes have been made, click the Update Exam Request button at the top of the page. If you are canceling a request, select a cancellation reason from the drop-down menu within the Cancel Exam Request box. You will be prompted to confirm that you would like to cancel. A green checkmark will display at the top of the window if your request has been successfully submitted. Please note, at this stage, your request to reschedule, modify, or cancel is in a pending changes status and must be reviewed by an SLDS Exam Services team member. All determinations whether your request is approved or if it requires additional attention will be sent to you via your Buckeye Mail account. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Please feel free to call our office at 614-292-3307 or email Exam Services directly at slds-exam@osu.edu if you have any questions.